Okay. Ooh, that sun is cute. All right. What's up, guys? My name is Kayla Rae. I am 20-something years old. I'm from Denver, Colorado. And you are watching Uranium Waves Radar. Let's get it. I started writing and singing when I was very, very young, probably like the age of 5 or 6. But I started actually making music when I was 13. I had a friend who had a recording studio like in his bedroom closet, and we would just write songs to all these internet beats that we found off of like DatPiff and stuff. And I recorded my first song when I was 13. At that time, I was bit by the bug. I was addicted after I made my first song. And I started taking music serious. I mean, to be honest, like I've always been serious about music. I knew from a very young age that this was what I wanted to do. But I think things officially started like moving and stuff. And I started working for myself and like trying to make my own money so I didn't have to clock in, and like really moving, really taking it serious. I would say back in like 2016. That was when I started recording myself and putting up all these songs and stuff on SoundCloud. And from there, it just kind of blossomed. So, you know the vibes. It is really special because I got to make it with one of my favorite people in the world, my producer, John. And another one of my favorite people, Nathan Palmer, my brother. But the significance of it is just, you know, what feels good when you come together with your friends. Like whether you guys are planning the evening or whether you're just like, come through, we're just gonna like drink and have a good time. And that's always a vibe, like when the night turns out better than you expect, you know? So that was pretty much the idea of the song. And then I did, like in the second verse, I did want to make it feel like I was singing to someone special, like I was singing to the listener. You know, this is all for you, but you can't stay the night. You gotta go. Yeah, it's just a vibe. I mean, it's just a feel-good record. We didn't put too much thought into it. It just came very natural. So my creative process, it changes a lot, but for the most part, I usually start with melodies. Like when I hear a track that I like, either one that John, my producer, made or one that, you know, another producer sent me, I originally start by like freestyling over it. I'll just freestyle like a bunch of different melodies, like whatever sounds the catchiest, and whatever I like most, I'll stick with that. That usually becomes the hook. And then I'll just put words to it. So that's majority of the time like how my creative process goes. Sometimes it's a little more like emotional and in depth where I'm just sitting in my room and I got some shit like I need to get off my chest. So sometimes words come first, sometimes the beat comes first, sometimes the melodies, sometimes the concept. It really just depends on the mood. I kind of let inspiration do most of the work. And what inspired the song. It's funny because we were joking about it in the studio. My producer and I, he was like, what if we made a song called Y.K.T.F.V? And he was like, what if we say that in the song? And I was like, I can't sing that. That doesn't sound sexy, like Y.K.T.F.V. I was like, that's never gonna work. And to my surprise, we made it work. You just never know. Yeah, I already have actually, you know, like I've done a few, okay, most of my music is definitely R&B, but I've kind of taken, like, I've experimented a little bit with like some trap sounds, some pop, you know. I feel like I have a pretty wide range right now, leaning more into R&B, but I love collaborating with other artists of other genres, you know, styles, because I think it just opens up this like creative world where you are singing things and writing things that you wouldn't have before if you were just kind of sticking to one style. It's fun to work with other artists who come from different musical styles. I love having that versatility as an artist. Like, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I can get in my head and I'm like, I don't want to experiment too much because like I don't want to confuse people, you know, but I think it is a gift when an artist can be versatile and like own it. You know, you think of like Beyonce or Rihanna, and they did all of it. So I definitely I definitely see myself multidimensional like that. So yeah, when the time is right, you know, we gonna dibble and dabble. I think my number one collaboration is Drake. I think he's just extremely gifted. I think he's been able to transition as the times have changed very well, and everything he does is fire. So I would really love to work with Drake. But as far as like newer artists and stuff right now, I would really love to work with a lot of women like Danny Lay, Kaylani. I love Georgia Smith. I love Snow Allegra, Summer Walker, Janae Aiko. I think they're all so dope. You know, I love collaborating with other girls. So I would say, honestly, other than the constant obstacle of like supporting yourself as an artist and finding a balance, but I think the biggest one so far of my career is probably last year, like having to adjust to the pandemic. I started the year really strong. Like, I was so excited. I was on a radio run. I had an incredible show with Tyga and Doja Cat, and that was my first like major show. So like the year was already looking great, and COVID kind of came in and changed that. I adjusted quickly. You know, my team and I, we just were always thinking of like what we can do next. And I think, especially in the music industry, it's important to know how to adapt and to change and to just kind of go with how things are, because the industry is like constantly changing. So that's probably been the biggest thing that I've had to overcome, is just adjusting to the new way of things and not being able to perform. Y'all, it's been killing me. I think music, I mean, obviously is way more digital now. I think that's only going to continue. I feel like performances and the way people release music is definitely going to change, especially after last year, seeing that things can still be done as an artist without having to go out and be on tour. I mean, that's, you know, the moneymaker, but it's just only going to continue to get more creative. People are going to constantly find new ways to give their fans music and give their fans live shows. And it might not always have to be the way that it used to be. So I don't know. I'm kind of interested to see how things are going to shift, but hopefully they don't, you know, change too much to where I can't keep up. But either way, you know, we gonna do it because that's what we do. So thank you guys for your time, though. Thank you for watching my interview with Uranium Waves Radar. I hope you guys have a great 2021.